I'm going to teach you step by step from A to Z everything you need to know to create a passive income business on Amazon for free. Even if you have no experience selling online, you can use this method and become successful creating an online business. Selling products on Amazon is one of the best ways to make money online right now. In fact, Amazon is a $1.6 trillion company. It's a huge company, and Amazon has over 100 million customers in the US alone that are looking to buy your product. And what's amazing is e-commerce as a whole is growing like crazy. Last year, e-commerce was at 12%. It was predicted to be 14% of all retail sales this year. But guess what? It's closer to 20% of all retail sales because of everything going on. And what's really crazy about that is there's still a lot of room to grow. Right now, it's only 20% of all retail sales happen online. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me that e-commerce is the future. And if you think e-commerce is the future, then you better believe that Amazon is the future as well. Right now, Amazon makes up 50% of all e-commerce sales, which means 1 out of every 2 sales that happen online happen through Amazon. And the most important thing about all of this is 2/3 of all sales that happen on Amazon are from third-party sellers. That's people like you and me that are selling on Amazon's platform. A lot of people think that Amazon is selling all the products that are sold on their website. It's not true. You can sell products on Amazon and you can make a lot of money doing it. And Amazon FBA is a way for you to sell products on Amazon where Amazon does most of the hard work. Basically, you take the products that you're going to sell on their platform, you send it into the Amazon warehouse, and then when you get an order, Amazon picks it, packs it, and ships it out to the customer for you, which allows you to automate your business so you can free up your time and spend your life doing the things that you love to do. But my method for selling on Amazon that I'm going to teach you right now is a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. I do not believe in private labeling. I do not believe in wholesale. I think private label is dead for a number of different reasons I've talked about in other videos, and I think wholesale is just a bad business model. What I want to share with you is my proven system for creating your own unique product and your own unique brand that you're actually passionate about. And I use this method to create my own unique product, launched it on Amazon, and within 2 months of launching my product on Amazon, I was making over $300 a day profit, passive income. And because Amazon handled all the shipping and logistics, but I was still making $300 a day profit, this has made it so the last few years since launching this product on Amazon, I've been able to live the life of my dreams. I've been able to travel. I've been able to do things that I love to do, spend time with family, and just in general, live my dream life. And it's not just me that's had success with Amazon or with this formula. I've since helped hundreds of people create their own Amazon business. People like Mina, Troy, Carla, Michael, AJ, and there's been many other success stories. And I even helped my girlfriend use this method so that she could create her own Amazon business. And she's making enough money from her Amazon business, she was able to quit her job, which gave us the freedom for these last few years to be able to travel and enjoy the world together. And I'm gonna share with you this method as well as how I did it and how you can do it too in just a minute, but I have an offer for you. I just opened up version 2.0 of my Amazon FBA course today, and I want you to beta test it. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna share more information on how you can become a beta tester. And I'm closing this opportunity, I'm closing registration next week, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna open it again. There is a link down below if you want more information. But now let me tell you how I created my Amazon FBA business and how you can too. And I have to be honest with you, I've been a full-time e-commerce entrepreneur for over 8 years, and I've done over $5 million in online sales. But the truth is, it wasn't always easy. Before I came up with this method I'm gonna share with you in just a minute, I struggled a lot. In fact, back 8 years plus ago, when I still had my corporate job, I was really depressed. I hated my life, I hated my job. There was no incentive for me to work hard. If I worked my butt off at the end of the year, I'd get like a 3, 4, 5% raise. I just did not like anything. And it caused me to fall into a really deep depression. I ended up finding out about passive income and creating online businesses from this book, The 4-Hour Workweek. And I realized that if I could make $300 a day and create a business that could automatically make that money for me, if I could systematize it and automate it so I just keep making this money and I could free up my time, then I could live the life of my dreams and pay for it with this business. So I quit my job cold turkey, determined to be able to do this. And the first week after quitting my job, I had a full-blown panic attack, mental breakdown. I ended up checking myself into the emergency room. And the truth is, I had no idea what I was doing. And I didn't have a formula. I didn't have anyone teaching me step by step what to do. So I was overwhelmed and I was extremely anxious. But eventually I decided to start a dance clothing company with my mom, something I was not passionate about, but the numbers made sense. And I spent the next several years struggling, working on that business, and I'd find myself working really hard and then getting burnt out, and then working really hard and then getting burnt out, and just going through this cycle. And the truth is, sure, it made sense logically, but I had no passion for the business. It wasn't something I was interested in, and it was completely soul-sucking and draining. And what I found is, sure, I was no longer a slave to the corporate world, but I was still a slave to my own business because I didn't enjoy working on it. Then I started meeting people that were selling products on Amazon, and it seemed like they were having a much easier time making money selling their products on Amazon than I was. So I decided to start my own Amazon business. But this time, I decided to start a business that I was actually passionate about. Now, I didn't have a ton of cash, and one thing I ended up doing was a Kickstarter where I raised over $15,000 to help pay for the initial production run of this product. Then, after a lot of work and a lot of time, I ended up finally launching this product on Amazon, and within 2 months of launching it, I had hit my goal of $300 a day passive income. Now let me share with you step by step how I did it in much more detail so I can show you how you can do this as well. The first step is to come up with an idea for a product that you're going to sell on Amazon. Now, I want to help you come up with a product idea that you're actually passionate about, something that you actually believe in, because trust me, Amazon FBA is tough. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Despite what a lot of people say, it does take work to get started. And it's a lot easier to work on a business that you actually believe in, that you actually love. Now, I recently did do a video where I go in depth about one of my favorite product research techniques, and I'll link that up here and down below. But there's a lot of different things you can do to find a product idea. Look at the things you interact with every day and think about how could this product be better? Think about what things do you wish existed in the world that don't exist. Anytime you go to Amazon, that you search for something and no product shows up, that should be a light bulb moment. There's so many ways to come up with great product ideas, and there are tools out there like Helium 10, which I've got the hookup with. I've got a link, I got like the best price you can get around, link in the description if you want to get a discount on Helium 10, but you don't need tools like that. You can use things like the Google keyword tool as well. And there's a bunch of other methods that I've shared on my channel before on how to find products, and obviously I go into much more detail in the course, which again, I'll share later with you how you can beta test it. So stay till the end for that. But after you have come up with an idea for your product, another very important part is you want to validate your product. You see, in my opinion, a good idea has both the logical side of things and the emotional side of things. You need the numbers to make sense. You need to validate your product, make sure that there's search volume for it, make sure that it's something that other people want to buy. But there's also the emotional side of the product and the side of the business. You're gonna need to make sure it's an idea that you're gonna wanna work on a month from now, 3 months from now, a year from now. Because remember, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It may take time for you to make money off of your Amazon business, and you're gonna wanna make sure it's something that you're gonna wanna continue to work on. But as I said, there are methods and tools to help you validate your product. Now, some different criteria I like to look for in a product is I like to sell things that are premium, something that's unique. My biggest piece of advice is you want something with decent amount of search volume. People are searching for it on Amazon, but no product yet exists. And I recently helped a student of mine launch a product called Cocktail Cards, and I found that product on Helium 10. I found that it has 2,000 searches a month, but there was no product matching what people were searching for in Amazon. You also want to look for products that are ideally relatively lightweight, something that's shippable. If it's gonna break easy, it's probably not the perfect product for Amazon. And there's a bunch of other criteria that I like to look for when trying to find a winning product on Amazon. You can also use tools like I mentioned earlier, Helium 10, or the Google keyword tool, or Google Trends. You can see, is this something that people are searching more often as time goes by? And I've got a bunch of worksheets and tools and things like that to help you validate your idea. And after you have figured out what product you want to sell and you validated it and you know that it's going to do well, you need to brand your product. This is one of the most important steps that so many Amazon sellers miss. And this is why so many Amazon sellers fail, is because they don't properly create an emotionally based brand for their product. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. One book that I highly recommend is Primal Branding, but there's scientific methods for figuring out how to make a brand that's gonna make people want to buy your product. Because remember, people buy with emotions. As much as we think that we're these logical beings, we end up buying things that we think are gonna make us feel good. The future of Amazon FBA is branded products, and people pay more for high quality brands. So it just makes sense. You're gonna get better profit margins if you properly brand your product. Now, after you've created a brand, another thing that so many people miss is you wanna create a tribe. You wanna create an audience. You wanna create customers for your product before you ever launch it on Amazon. So many people, they launch their product on Amazon and expect that people are just gonna buy their product automatically. That used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. So what I recommend doing is creating social media. I recommend trying to actually engage with fans. And when you create social media, you can do things like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, like whatever you want to do. But one key thing is try to get people's emails. So try to get people on an email list. And this is going to come in very handy later in the formula, later in the process. I'd also recommend emailing or DMing or private messaging on Facebook every single person that you interact with, everyone that shows a little bit of interest in your product. Send them some questions, ask them about your product, ask them what got them interested. And here's a pro tip, another thing that so many people don't do it's such a powerful tool. Create a Facebook group for your product. And as you're developing your product, ask your potential customers, hey, what do you think of my product? What do you think of my logo? And I did this for Performance Nut Butter. I showed my Facebook group and my Instagram a bunch of different logos, and they helped me pick the one that they thought was the best. Then I showed them my packaging, and I had people comment and say, you know what, that's really bad looking. You need to add some color to it. And they were right, and I ended up adding color to it, and it made it a lot better. So that's one of the key things is you want to bring your potential customers on the journey with you, and they're going to help you create a better product. And along the way, they're basically going to buy in, and they're going to want to buy your product from day one that you launch it on Amazon. And that's the whole thing. The future of marketing isn't just about shouting over social media. It's going to be about creating engagement. And if you can create engagement with your potential customers, when you go to launch it on Amazon, from day one, they're going to be the first ones in line to buy. And they're going to be the people that are most likely to leave a review. And I've done a ton of videos before talking about how to create a Facebook group, how to create social media for your Amazon brand, and I'll link all of those. But after you've done that, the next step is to create a business for your business. And what I mean by this is all the different legal stuff. And so many people leave this out. And a big question I get all the time is, should your brand, should your business be a DBA or an LLC? And it depends. I've done a video before about that as well. Also, I get people asking me all the time, do I need a trademark? And the answer is yes, if you want to do enhanced brand content, which I have an entire video about as well. Another important part of creating your business is hiring virtual assistants or hiring a team. Because if you want to systematize and automate your business so you can go travel, so you can go surfing and just like enjoy your life, having someone running your business for you can be extremely helpful, and it's very, very affordable. It's like $2 to $3 an hour to hire someone in the Philippines, and lucky for you, I have a full hour-and-a-half tutorial showing you everything you need to know to hire and work with your own virtual assistant. Now, another question I get all the time from people is, hey, I don't have a lot of money, but I still want to start an Amazon business. Can I do it? And the answer is yes. What I recommend you do in that case is crowdfund, which is the next step in my process. So you can use Kickstarter or Indiegogo to launch your product. And even if you don't have any money in the bank, you can launch a product on Kickstarter or Indiegogo and raise enough money for your first production run. And this is what I did. I raised over $15,000 on Kickstarter for my product. And I raised that money before I ever did any kind of manufacturing. So I was able to use that money towards my manufacturing process. And this step is completely optional, but I highly recommend it because it allows you, first off, to raise a bunch of money, but it also allows you to validate that you have a good idea before you spend any money on production. Because here's the truth, if you can't raise any money on a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo, it might not be a good idea and you might need to go rework it. And as you may have noticed, every step of the process, you're validating to make sure it's a good idea. You come up with the idea, then you validate it, then you create a brand around it and post it on social media. And here's the truth, if nobody follows you on social media, if nobody gives you their email, they're probably not gonna buy your product, so you should go back to an earlier stage. And basically everything I'm talking about here, it's step by step and you can prove it. But the ultimate way to prove that you have a good idea is by launching it as a Kickstarter or launching it as an Indiegogo and telling people, hey, you think it's a good idea? Give me some money. This step will also help you get PR because podcasts, blogs, influencers love talking about products that are on Kickstarter, and it creates a better story for you and your brand because people love hearing about companies that started from the bottom and then they grew, up to the top. And it creates a really good story if you raised a bunch of money on Kickstarter and you're doing everything it's like this homegrown type of feel. The next step is getting your product manufactured. And I'll be honest with you, this step really scared me, but it's one of the easiest parts of this entire process. Keep in mind, that a manufacturer's job, its business model, revolves around making it as easy as possible for you to work with them, as easy as possible for you to find them. Now, I did do a video that I'll link down below where I talk about step-by-step how to find a manufacturer. You will use different methods for finding your manufacturer depending on if you're looking to find someone in China versus someone in the United States or a different country. And in the video down below, I talk about step-by-step how to find a manufacturer, whether it's in China or the United States. Now, there are some warning signs you want to look out for when working with a manufacturer, and I talk about it in the video down below. I've also got templates for you on exactly what you should send to a manufacturer, exactly what you should say. That way you don't have to worry about whether or not you look professional. There's some really big important keys, and I do talk about it a little bit in that video, and I've got templates in the course. But one thing I want to mention that a lot of people get hung up on is, how do I ship my product from China to the Amazon warehouse? Or how do I ship my product from my manufacturer to the Amazon warehouse or my house or your warehouse or wherever? And it's not that hard. Make sure to subscribe because I am going to be releasing a video step by step where I talk about how to get products shipped from your manufacturer to the Amazon warehouse. And once you've gotten your product manufactured and shipped over to the Amazon warehouse, the next step is building your product listing on the Amazon website. And there's a bunch of tips for you. I'll link a video down below where I go into depth about everything you need to know, but keep in mind, you're gonna wanna make sure you have proper keywords. You're gonna make sure you wanna have a title that's formatted well. You're gonna wanna make sure your main image really pops and stands out. You're gonna wanna make sure all the other images are helping to sell your product. You're also gonna wanna make sure all the bullet points in the description sell the benefits of your product and include some keywords as well. And there's other things, advanced strategies like enhanced brand content and a bunch of other things that I talk about in the video down below. I've also got a complete tutorial and walkthrough on how to set up your Amazon seller account, which I'll also link down below. But once you've set up your seller account, once you've set up your product page, the next step is to properly launch your product. And this is where all the hard work you've been doing all along the way really comes into play, because all those fans that you have on social media, all those emails that you've gotten, you're gonna leverage that. The Facebook group that we talked about earlier, you're gonna leverage that and you're gonna build up anticipation up until the day that you launch. And on the day you launch, you're gonna message everybody, you're gonna send out posts everywhere telling people that you finally launched your product. Then what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a spike of sales in Amazon, which Amazon's gonna see that, and it's gonna put you higher up in the search results, which is gonna lead to more sales, which is gonna lead to more reviews, which is gonna put you higher up in the search results, and it's just gonna snowball and snowball. If you do everything properly, then you're gonna be able to sit back, relax, and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy the passive income. Now look, I have more than enough free content on this YouTube channel to help you get started, to help you launch your product. In fact, I'll link an entire playlist up here. But if you're looking for the advanced techniques, if you're looking for a little bit more hand-holding, a little bit more one-on-one interaction, and all like the secret strategies, all the templates that I used, then joining my course and becoming a beta tester is the perfect fit for you. And I want to invite you to do just that. Now, the course itself isn't just a bunch of video lessons. It does come with over 100 step-by-step lessons so that you always know exactly what to do. I show you exactly step-by-step how to set every single thing up. On top of that, it does come with weekly live group Q&A calls so that you never get stuck. Anytime you have a question, you can come to me and you can ask me. You'll also get lifetime access to my private Facebook mastermind group. And this is really powerful because I believe it's not just about you succeeding, it's about this entire community. This is gonna give you access to a community of other Amazon sellers that are all looking to help you out. So anytime you have a question, you can ask me, but you can also ask this other group of Amazon sellers that have a ton of experience. It also includes 4 one-on-one consulting sessions with me so I can help you shortcut your results. Because look, I wish I could have went back in time 8 years ago, grabbed myself by the hand. Look, if I could have done that, I know I could have shortcut my results by a lot. So let me download all the experience I have into your brain. And as if that all isn't enough, I'm gonna include 4 different bonus courses to help you, because after you launch on Amazon, I'm gonna help you create your own Shopify website, because it's great to make that passive income off Amazon, but it's good to have your own website just in case something ever happens, or even if nothing ever happens to Amazon, it's good to have that Shopify site to double, triple, quadruple the amount of money you're making. Because with your own website, you're able to leverage things like Google Ads, Facebook ads, YouTube. And what I'm doing is I'm throwing in the 4 different bonus courses: a YouTube bonus course, a Google Ads bonus course, a Facebook ads bonus course, and a Shopify bonus course. Basically, I'm throwing the whole kitchen sink. I wanna make this absolutely a no-brainer. And I wanna give you this course all these bonuses, my mentorship for free. But I've tried to help a lot of people out for free, and usually what I find is they flake, because when people don't have anything on the line, as soon as the going gets tough, they are likely to quit. And I don't want you to quit. I want you to hit your goal. I want to see you. Opinion is a no-brainer. Either you're going to have success, you're going to build a successful company, or I'll give you all your money back. I believe in this method that much. And launching my business using this system on Amazon was the best thing I've ever done in my life. It gave me my freedom back. And I want to help you to get your freedom back. I want to help you create side income if that's what you're after, or ideally replace your entire income so you can spend your life doing the things that you love doing. There's a link down below so you can get more information and join the course. And I want to see you succeed. My goal is to build an entire community of successful passion product sellers. This opportunity is only going to be available for a week at the midnight next Tuesday. I'm closing this opportunity probably forever, if not forever, at least for a few months. So make sure, if this is something you're interested in, click the link down below, learn more information, and remember, it's 100% risk-free. For any reason in the first 30 days you think it's not for you, just email me and I'll give you 100% of your deposit back. After that, there's another 365-day guarantees. So click on the link and I look forward to seeing you in the course.